computer, so I'll see when everyone else can see us live. I don't know if there's a delay or anything, but I mean, maybe it won't let us go because the timer is still going down. Um, it says, nope, here we go. Hang on.
I think we're there.
Nope, we're here. There it is. All right. It was about a 20-second delay. So, well, I could see it. So you're vertical and so am I.
Yep.
That's cool. I don't think anyone's watching.
It takes it a second, man. It takes it a second.
We're going up against Southeast Stacker. He's got a live at 8 o'clock too.
Yeah, I saw that, man. It just if you sat around and waited for everybody that for a time slot where nobody's live, you'd be kind of there forever,
Especially on a Monday. There's like three going on at once.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's all right. So,
So we got 3 people watching. Hey, everybody, how y'all doing tonight?
oh, we got Bob.
Bob Day,
So, Bob,
man. Bottom gun Bob, how's it going?
I'm working on a Christmas. I'm working on a Christmas present for Bob because he sent me
Yeah.
that buffalo. Yep. Yep. Got a couple going out for a couple people that they don't know they're getting. I'm not a part of any of the Secret Santa, but I am sending out some Christmas presents to some people.
Yeah, I think I might send out a couple goldbacks, man. Something a little affordable right now. Or maybe some copper rounds.
Yeah, send some copper rounds. People love
So
those.
what do you think? What do you think to today, man? 61 it was it?
Yeah, I don't know if it got that high. I got a message from uh Kansas Kid on um Instagram. He was like, "Man, 60 or Silver hit 60." I'm like, "Man, I didn't even know. I'm at work. I didn't look." So, yeah, it's pretty crazy.
Yeah. I was I was pretty shocked by it a little bit.
Right. Oh, Fish is in the chat. Fish,
Yep.
question for you. Do you have this sticker? Do you even know what this is? This is why I brought this out. I want to see if Fish has this. This is a pretty rare sticker. This is a rare club to join too. I don't even know if he knows about this. See what he says. I'll tell the story behind it too. Just wait for him. He's typing. I can tell.
Yeah, I was pretty shocked, man. I was pretty shocked when I saw it. And me, I think that it's going up too fast, all at once.
All right, I got a sticker Fish doesn't have. Feel I feel honored. So yeah, I know silver's crazy. It's gonna keep going higher. I know. I think it has a lot to do with supply and demand. A lot of people trying to cash in their um, silver paper contracts, and they're finding out
Yeah.
that there's no silver backing it. A lot of that. JK, what's up? Greg Olson's in the house.
Fish
LLC's in
says,
the house.
long live coins. How's it going, man?
He's
Uh,
on my stream.
Fish says nope. He doesn't recognize that sticker.
All right, so the SCRTTCC is the Silver Community Rare Tops Trading Card Committee. Back in the day, we used to be able to get Tops cards, and you could design it however you wanted. So obviously, you designed it something around your silver channel. Um, I took a picture of my 1858 O, made that into a Tops card. Um, Kansas Kid, he had a picture, I think, just of him. That was his Tops card. Fish actually bangs his toe on a table. My wife's in the kitchen laughing. Yeah, I remember too. He takes a picture of it, sends it to Tops, and that was his Tops card, was his bleeding toe. We called it the toe. Yeah, I do have the toe card. That's a Tops card I have. Everyone was making them. It was the greatest thing. For $10, you got like a 20 pack, and for like $20, you got a 50 pack of these cards,
Wow.
and you could send them to people in the silver community. We were trading like we do stickers and poker chips. We were
Yeah.
trading top cards, and I I'm gonna make a video because I have almost every one of them. I think I'm the only one in the community that has the largest collection. I'm only missing Silver Oceans card. I can't. SGT was like, I got an extra one. I'll send it to you. Never sent it to me. Silver Oceans won't get back to me. I don't think he has any. There's one of Don't Ask. He made two different types. He made a Topps card that he would send out to anyone, and then he made a limited edition Topps card that you had to buy one of his rounds that he stamped, and then you got the card too. But I have like five different types made, and I had like five more I was going to make. We bought a bandana for Gunner to wear, and we were going to take a picture of him. That was going to be a Topps card. I had so many, and Topps canceled the whole program just like that.
Oh,
So
really?
yeah, it was a
Wow.
it was a real bummer. Well, me, Kansas Kid, and Trident Stacker came up with the SCRTTCC, and it's a committee where we talk about the Silver Community Rare Topps trading cards. That's where we came up with this. And Trident designed this sticker and wrote integrity rarity on it. And I came up with the name of it, and I wanted it to be something long. It kind of reminded me of The Office, where
Uh-huh.
Michael Scott had that 5K race, and he would always make Pam answer the phone like Dunder Mifflin, home of the 5K Pro Am. Like he had like 17 letters or words to describe this race, and I always thought it was funny. So I came up with just as many letters as I could for this committee, and that's what we called it. And so I'm the president. Uh, AG is the treasurer, I think, and Trident was the vice president. And once they stopped the Topps cards, we kind of had to fold the committee up. So, but we did have these stickers made, and there's not too many of them out there. And I'm glad to hear that Fish doesn't have one because he has stickers from everyone going back, I don't know, 10 years. So I might have to send him one because I have three. So, but that's
Nice, nice.
I was going through my stickers because I'm looking for someone who called me out because their sticker wasn't on my board, and the video's 2 years old. And he's like, "Where's my sticker?" I'm like, well, maybe you didn't send it to me. The video's from 2023, and it's not on the board. And I'm looking through. This is why I brought these out because I was looking through my big box of stickers, and I still can't find a sticker. So that's why I brought this out too. Was because I was looking for someone's channel sticker, and I can't find the dang thing. So, but anyways,
So I just Googled it, man. Zazzle, I think there's still some places that make custom baseball trading cards.
yes, there are,
You
and
know?
there's a few members of the community that I have that aren't Topps cards. They went to different sites, and they're just not the same. It's just not the same.
No, I
Um,
mean that's what we grew up with.
you know, Kansas Kid, he knows the
Trading
story.
cards.
Kansas Kid knows the story behind the stickers. I just told the story of the SCRTTCC. Yeah, we need the cards back. Kansas Kid even wrote to Topps and tried to get an answer of where's our design your own card. Like they just did away with it. Bullcrap.
You would think it'd be good business for them, good advertising.
Well, and that it was good business because any parent that had a kid in Little League would take a picture of their kid and have these for $20 would have 50 cards made.
Yeah.
And he could trade it, amongst his teammates or whatever. I mean, it's a legit the same size on the same card, the same cardboard. It said Tops on it. And then on the back, you could customize it for your city, Your position. You could pick your position. You had all these questions that you asked, and they filled out the back for you. It was awesome.
Hey, sweetie, where- you know, cigars here. He just was bringing up, back in the day they used to do those Pops trading cards. You know, the one that he sent of his. Okay, well, I googled them and they do them right here. You, I think that'd be a good idea for us to do instead of like stickers and channel rounds and stuff.
Yeah, there's a couple websites that do it.
Huh? No, they're fair, reasonable priced. Yeah,
Blue
reasonably
collars,
priced. So.
JK.
Blue collars in the house. Not, I've thought about getting into like the channel stickers and all the swag and stuff, but I don't know. I never could get behind
That's
for
true.
myself.
You don't have a sticker. I just thought
Nope,
about that right now.
I don't. But it might be something to look into.
I have a
Now
guy.
that
Um, I got my guy through Trident. He gave me his email address. Um, I don't know first name is Frank or something. He makes a sticker. It was $35. Got you a pack of 50. Three new channel stickers. Hey, Fish is just a madman when it comes to stickers. I just looked through my box of stickers. I got so many from him.
I don't even get very many anymore. Patriotic sent me some. Uh, who else? Silver and Gold Stack Attack. You sent me some. Yeah. Well, part
Bob.
of that is I did away with my PO box, man. I just did away with the PO box. It wasn't
I got rid of mine 2 years ago.
PO boxes are so dang expensive.
Yeah, it kept going up too. It was like
Yeah.
$100. I had it for the first year, and then the second year they wanted 168. I'm like, yeah, I'm good.
Not
Good.
just that, I would get so irritated when I would go there and I would open it up and there'd be junk mail in there. I'm like,
Yeah,
this should be like non junk mail collecting in this thing, you know?
right.
I just,
Yeah. Do you have a submarine from Bob?
I do not. I do not have anything from Bob.
Yeah, he has a. It's not a sticker; it's a card. So on the bottom of my sticker board, it's just laying there. It's a submarine. It's awesome. J Lo, what up? Transient. I hope I didn't make you mad. He sent me a transient put a comment on my one of my videos today about stupid commercials on my videos.
Nah, Transit's been busting some balls. He was busting some fish balls yesterday
Oh yeah,
with his Poucho anti-Poucho uh video.
oh
It
yeah.
wasn't really anti-Poucho. He was just you know ribbing him a little bit, but he says lose the Poucho and get a thermos. Y'all
Okay,
should go check it out, man. It was pretty funny.
nice, nice.
You know, I've
EJ.
actually I've actually met Transit several times.
Oh yeah,
He's done a few videos in the vault, the local coin shop. So it yeah, great guy, great guy. He's a pretty solid guy, man.
that's cool.
Yep. I'm
I
gonna
got
look
some.
into the Poucho stuff, or not the Poucho stuff. I'm gonna look into the baseball card stuff. I
Yeah, it
think
was
that'd be
pretty cool.
pretty cool.
I'll do a video on all the ones I have. I got to see if Fish will. I want some new stickers designed. I always had Trident make my stickers because he could use Canva and all this high tech software that I don't know how to use. And he would design all of my stickers are designed by him. All my channel stickers. I got ideas for two that I want made, but I don't have a way of making them. I could draw it, but I want someone to, like, make me the design so that I could send it to the sticker guy and he can print them up for me.
Mrs. is supposed to be learning how to use that Canva to make thumbnails.
I,
We do not make thumbnails very well.
it's not easy.
So
I've done it. It's not easy.
I was very, very impressed with that video you did the other day, cigars, about how much your certain of your top videos made.
That was an easy video to make.
Man, and I thought it was gonna blow up. I thought it was gonna be another one of your top videos.
You never
That's
know.
all information that people all over YouTube want to know.
Well, we always talk about it in the silver community about how much do the videos actually make. And I probably should have. I think I showed like 7 videos. I probably should have showed an eighth that only gets like 100 views and shows what that
Yeah.
makes.
Well,
Just to get an idea.
I know from experience, one that gets just a hair above 100 views only makes like $1.35.
I didn't even get that. I think I get like 50 cents or something.
Yeah,
You know what I didn't go over in that video is um the the one video that's got 145,000 made $600. But
yeah,
then the one video that made 50,000 made $500. So how can a video that's got a third of the views make pretty close? Well, that tells you right there that, it doesn't just go off a view. And if you look at the videos, the duration of viewed, they're both watched about 3 minutes because that depends also. Like if you have a 20-minute video and all 20 minutes of that video get watched, you're making an insane amount of money on that video. So
yeah,
both of those videos, only 3 minutes got watched, but it all depends on what advertisers advertise on that video.
exactly.
Guys that put out these video game videos where they just tape themselves playing video games make
Yeah,
nothing. They make nothing because those advertisers don't want nothing to do with it. But if you can get a video where like a bank, like a financial institution like Charles Schwab or Morgan Stanley puts advertisements on your video, you're going to make a crazy amount of money on that video.
I get from when I go back and I watch like on the wife's uh channel, I get a lot of JM Bullion commercials, Chevy commercials, stuff like that. It's so I would think that I would have been, I don't know, I guess it's just really, do better. I think I heard that phrase going around, do better.
Do better. You know that is
It's
my worst video ever. Out of
yeah.
300 videos, that video got the lowest amount of views. Can you
No,
believe
I
that?
didn't know that.
It's terrible. It's absolutely terrible. I got like 50 views on it. I've had unboxings and mail call videos that get like 60 views. That video just YouTube doesn't want us to do better. I mean, that's a shame.
It's a funny and sad world that
Do better, YouTube. Yeah.
that we're in right now, man, because the complete brain rot, fear mongering content that absolutely serves no purpose gets all the views.
Right.
I was scrolling through the vertical lives, man, and this uh, toilet seat on his head with peanut butter and chocolate all over it. He had like 4 or 5K people just watching him.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh my
uh,
god.
you know, and that's what people are into, man. They're not into learning. they're not into learning, what this is and what it can do for you. You know,
Right.
they don't care that when I bought that 5-ounce bar that I paid, what the hell did I pay for it? Like $120, and now it's over 200. I think.
Mhm.
I haven't checked, but you know, people don't want to watch that. They don't want to learn. They don't want to absorb anything that they could possibly put to good use. And I feel
Yeah.
like that about the community. Even somebody that other people would watch and be like, "Oh, that guy's content's not that good, man." You might get a little bit of knowledge out of it, that little nugget of knowledge. So I don't knock anybody that does it. It's hard enough to do. Is especially with the content that we create because everybody goes over. It's just a circle. Everybody goes over the same thing over and over and over.
Hmm. Hmm.
There's only so much a person can talk about silver and gold, especially when we're just stacking for weight. But
Yeah. Yeah,
it's
we're always
cool. I love it, man.
every now and then we got some new stuff coming up.
Yeah.
Like whoever started this Poucho thing, that thing's taken off.
Oh man, that pouch is worldwide. You know that, right?
All right.
I mean, we got people over there, all the way over there in Finland, Poland, Austria. They're it's a craze. It's a Poucho craze right now. Except for me, I don't have one. So, and I doubt I'm going to get one. First of all, I don't have that much gold to put into a Poucho. So, if it was fractional, maybe fractional silver, a 90% Poucho,
Yeah,
you
I think
know?
right. I gotta think of some new stuff to start filming. I have all kind of ideas of videos I want to start filming. I gotta get the wife to help me film one. It's gonna be filmed outside. It's gonna be hilarious. I'm always trying to get some funny stuff to film.
And that's another thing that we're running into a roadblock on is, me and Mrs. try to alternate doing content, not the live streams, but the content itself. And like it's her turn and she just has this major writer's block right now. Um and she's busy. She's always busy
Hmm.
keeping up
Hmm.
with the household of five.
All right. Don't do knife videos. You get demonetized.
Hmm.
That is a thing. We talked about that years ago. Me and Kansas Kid. He he used to, and YouTube will flag you because they're dangerous. You have to like put like a disclaimer before the video.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I could start showing cigars, but my channels will get demonetized. My videos will get demonetized.
Well, and that's strange because they have people, like I said, of this vertical live stream thing. I think it's pretty good, but they show people vaping on there. They show people smoking that the devil's lettuce,
Yeah,
and they're monetized. I think that they kind of pick and choose, who they want to enforce things with.
I do too. I do too.
So I saw today it was pretty cold up there in your parts.
Yeah, well, for December, um, it's not supposed to be this cold this early. January, February, that's understandable, but I don't understand what's going on with beginning of December. Yeah, I think it was like 18 or something, and then The real feel is what you got to worry about because that's what it really is with the wind.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it was pretty cold. I was only outside for the beginning part of the morning, and then the rest of the day I was inside.
Oh man, we haven't we got into the low 30s so far here. Um, it does. I didn't. I was born in Texas, but I grew up and I was raised in Oregon. So I thought I knew, these it's Texas. How cold could it possibly get in Texas? And let me tell you, it gets dirty cold here. I mean, it gets absolutely freezing. The good thing about it is it usually doesn't last very long, but it was high 60s today, so it wasn't too bad.
So at night,
Um,
though, what does it get down to in the middle of the
and
winter?
in the middle of winter, I mean, it can get down into the single digits and sometimes into the negatives.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Were
I
you
work
a
in a
part of
heated
that?
shop though, so it's not like I really too worried about it.
Yeah, you and blue collar. He showed his phone the other day. It was 80 degrees. Oh, there you go, right there, 77. Yeah. Right. Um, were you part of that big Texas freeze a couple years ago?
Oh yeah. Yep.
Were you on YouTube when that happened?
No, I wasn't.
Yeah, because I would have remembered you talking about that.
No, I wasn't on. I wasn't even stacking then. Think I started stacking in I think the late part of 2022 or 2023 maybe. I think it was 2022. Um,
What's porch pop? Is that a thing for something? What do you call it pop or soda?
Here
Yeah.
we call it cokes. Cokes.
Okay.
Everything's a coke here.
Got it.
Hey, it's funny, unless it's Dr. Pepper. If it's either a Coke or Dr. Pepper, but if I'm gonna say, hey, I'm gonna run to the store and get a Coke, I'm gonna get a Pepsi. You know, very strange here.
That is strange. It is very strange. I told you this before when you were having a live stream. I am absolutely fascinated when I go on Google Earth and I overlook your city and you see like this grid of all these little dots and you're like, what is that? So you keep scrolling in and you're scrolling in and you get down to where you could see like a little road that leads to all the oil derricks
Yeah,
and there's thousands, hundreds of thousands of those things just all over that part of Texas too, as far as
all
you
over,
can see.
man. All the pump jacks everywhere.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah.
I've seen it on TV and stuff, but to see it in real life, I've never looked at that part of Texas on a map. And yeah, that's absolutely crazy to see that. I'm fascinated.
So even when you're looking in some spots, even when you're looking inside the city limits, the city limits of Odessa, you'll see squares of it just looks like empty lots that nothing's built on, and that's because there's old wells right there and wellheads, and the first oil boom here started in the 1920s, so they were drilling right here, and now it's neighborhoods,
Wow.
which always got me thinking, right? If they were doing that in the 1920s, they still do a lot of man camps here. So you go hire on with an oil field company, and they'll put you up in a camp for you work 14 days on, and then you get 7 off. But I always thought, man, so in the 1920s they were paying these guys, they were staying in man camps, they were probably drinking, and coins were probably falling out of their pockets. So I looked into it and I thought, I wonder if I could start metal detecting around some of these places. And the city has an ordinance against metal detecting. So
Huh.
If
I think
they catch you metal detecting, they're going to confiscate whatever it is you found and give you a fine.
that's that's messed up. I was just about to say, are they going to enforce it? But yeah, that's man, that's terrible.
Yeah. So
Terrible.
the current temperature here in Odessa is 60 degrees.
Nice.
Nice. Yeah, it looks like we had a high of 70, low of 39. Yeah, it looks like we're pretty good all the way through the weekend and into the close to the 70s. So it'll usually be uh, January, February when it starts getting real cold here.
Okay. Yeah, we'll be frigid. January, February, are pretty much the coldest months.
So how long
That's
ago did you start stacking?
2017.
Nice.
2017 January. Yeah, that's my very first silver coin I bought was in 2012 when I was in Vegas, and we that gold and silver pawn shop. It's on the History Channel, Pawn Stars. With
Oh
Rick and
yeah.
everything. I went out there. I was on the strip, and I had to take a bus to get there. And my buddy that I worked with was like, "We'll get one for me and for my brother." So I bought three of the old man silver rounds. They were $60 a piece. Now silver was like, I don't know, $40 an ounce back then. I didn't know what spot was. I didn't know what silver was or anything. I just, I wanted something from that shop, and so I bought
Yeah.
three of them. I sold him two, and so that wasn't my I always say the first thing I bought was in 2017 was a 2017 Eagle. That was kind of my first. That's when I first started collecting silver, but I actually bought something in 2012. Um, it was from I got it on eBay, um, which I found out that you're not supposed to, but I had it tested and everything. Now I only get silver from eBay. All these Buffalo all came from eBay, which I have a story about that today. But
Those
yeah,
Lakota rounds are absolutely, I think they're beautiful, man.
yeah, I think there's nine. I think there's nine different. Like this one right here. This is the 2013. You're probably not gonna be able to see
Hmm.
the date. Maybe you will.
Yeah,
And
it comes up.
this background is type 2. I call this background type 2. I don't have a background at type 1 to show you, but this one is the 20. I can't even see it. 2012.
Yeah.
And this one almost looks like an antique because this one's kind of like a proof. So I don't know if they made like the 2012 antiqued and this one's proof, but there's the year 2008, there's the 2009, 10, 11, 12,
That
13,
one.
and then the 16. This is the 2010. And they have two non-dates. There's two of them with non-dates. Well, there's the no date here, and there's a type 2 background and a type 1 background. I have the non-date type 1, and then the 2016 does does not have this background. It has the type 1 background. So I have oh, let me look. I have most of them. I've got the no date type 1. I got the 2009, 10, 12, and 13. I need the type 2 no date, the 2008, the 2011, and 2016. The 2008 and the 2016 are ridiculously expensive. I'm talking over $100,
Wow.
150, something like that. Some I've seen 200. I'm starting to get to the point where I finally landed the Highland Mint 2016 Buffalo. It took me forever to land that. All the ones that would go on sale, I'd get outbid. I mean, I must not be the only one collecting silver buffalo because I'm being outbid on eBay for just the most ridiculous generic buffaloes. So Today I have a great story. I me- I know I burned this guy hard because this guy was just bidding everyone up. Now everyone knows to not even bid. If you got 5 days, why bid? You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
someone's gonna come in like a day later and bid you up. Like you should just get this as low as possible. Like, but no, there's always got to be some jerk off that just he's bidding against some other guy till it goes up to like $50 and they stop. It's like, okay, well, you guys just wasted your time because someone's gonna come in like a day before and jack it up to 55 or something. But anyways, I always wait to 15 seconds. I always set my timer, and if the price is 60, I'll wait till 15 seconds go by and I'll hit 61. But there's some jerk off out there that's waiting till 5 seconds and he's beating me for these Buffalo. So I tore this guy a new one today. I said, you know what? I've been after this 2016 forever, and the bid was $61. So at 15 seconds, I said, screw this guy, and I put $65. And I don't know what happened, but it, it I don't know. I really don't know what happened because next thing I know, it says you're the highest bidder. So I expected to pay 65 plus the $3 shipping. And it said you won the bid at 62. And I'm thinking, how did I win at 62? I bid 65. So I'm not really sure what happened there. But I won it. I beat the guy out. So I was very happy to get that. That was my good Buffalo story.
So, I haven't bought off of eBay, um, or even an auction, really, man. I used to do some buying on Hero Bullion, and then I just started getting way better deals at the local coin shop. So I kind of even quit buying online, which I shouldn't have done. I mean, I do like Hero and everything, but you got to go where you can get more bang for your buck. Huh.
See, all right, okay. So we got Canadian Silver Seeker in the house. We got Patriotics in the house. So Canadian Silver Seeker just said it. eBay takes the bid, but puts you at the next highest bid. So, and that's what I was hoping for. There used to be a button for you could put your maximum bid. So if the bid was 60, you could put 80. So that if someone came in a day or an hour before and put 61, you were still the highest bidder. So then they would put 62 and it would tell them you've been outbid. They would put 63, it would tell them you've been outbid, all the way. Yeah, your max bid. But there's no button for that no more. So I guess if I put 65, that is the max. So like he just said, that's why it went up to 62. No one was bidding. No one came in and bid higher than 61. So I could have put 62 and won it, but I didn't want to take that chance. So I see
Greg,
how that works. I see how that works. But
Greg made a good comment. The LCS does have the best deals, but not the best selection. It kind of
yeah,
depends on the LCS, and the great thing about the LCS is their inventory is changing daily. You know,
right.
um, it's like these. And it's funny because I saw Dub C had one of these in his little pile.
Uh-huh.
And here's the cool thing about the LCS is this, which is considered vintage, it's in the generic bin. They're gonna charge you generic prices for this
Yeah.
because it's to them it's just an ounce of silver. An ounce of silver is an ounce of silver.
Well,
Pretty sure
LCS.
I got I'm pretty sure I got this one at out of the generic bin too. The old mill and scales onsa. There's some places you look that up and you're gonna pay, online, they're gonna want a lot for it. What's the biggest buffalo round you have? Cigars?
1 ounce.
That's it. Just this is my daughter actually picked this one out, so it's technically hers, but I'm just holding on to it for her. And you've seen this one before,
Yeah.
the 5 ounce.
Yeah.
Technically, it's all supposed to be theirs, but you know,
Yeah, and don't you have one of those 1 ounce, but it's as big as that 5 ounce?
no, that's not me. That's Liberty Bleeds.
Oh, I thought you had
It's a
that.
1 ounce. No, that was Liberty Bleeds. He has real super thin 1 ounce buffalo, which
Those,
is
they're
round.
on my list. Yeah, I have those as part of because they're technically 1 ounce.
Yeah.
Uh, I'll never own those because I think they're ugly. They're just too big. Um, yeah, there's the 2001 through the 2009 giant buffalo proofs. They're 1 ounce and they're as big as a 5 ounce. They're just really thin. I see them on eBay all the time. But
You
yeah,
ever
now
had
that
any shipping issues with eBay?
what kind of issues?
Any shipping issues?
Shipping. Um, one story, one quick story was the guy sent me a picture of the buffalo that he was about to send me, which I thought was weird. He's like, "Here comes your buffalo," and I'm like, "Well, why isn't my buffalo in the package that has like my label on it?" And he out of 100 buffalo that I bought on eBay, he was the only one to send me a picture of it before he sent it. I thought that was kind of weird. And I get it, and there's some basketball cards in it. And I immediately sent him I had sent him a message before I got the package that said, you're sending me the wrong buffalo. That was it. I'm like, why are you sending me a picture? And if you are sending me a picture, you're sending me the wrong buffalo. And he was like, don't worry if it's wrong. I'll issue your money back. Well, I get them and they're basketball cards. I'm like, what the
Oh,
heck is this? So I immediately send him a message, and he's like, "Yeah, I'm in the hospital. My son is doing all of the shipping. I'll get you your money back." And within like a few minutes, the money was back in my PayPal. So I don't know what happened there. It was very, very weird. He didn't want. I threw the basketball cards away because I didn't. Even, I don't even know what they were. I didn't mean to though. I meant to keep them, and look them up, see if they're worth anything. And then they were still in the original shipping package that I threw away. So whatever. They weren't like Michael Jordan rookie cards or anything. But what's up, Silver Addiction? Forgot to say hey to you earlier. Um, and then the other story I have is I ordered 2 rounds and it took forever to get here. And I kept sending the sender a message like, you need to open a case. You need to open a case. I don't have my silver. And the eBay was finally going to step in because it was like the maximum amount of days before eBay was going to step in and resolve it. And the silver showed up here.
oh wow.
Yeah. But
Yeah,
no,
I haven't been, eBay and the Facebook Marketplace are just I just kind of stay away from them. I don't know why. It's just a lot easier. I'm like a 10-minute drive or less from the coin shop.
well,
So,
coin flips and coin shows. The cheapest silver that I've ever gotten spot price is coin shows. If spot is 30, they're selling at 31. I mean,
yeah.
the fun show, silver was 29. I was paying $30 for buffaloes all day long. No questions asked. You can't get that on an online bullion dealer. They're going to want 33 or 34 for a buffalo.
No, you're right. And we don't I haven't been to a coin show. I would like to go, but nah, I think I'd have to do some serious saving before I went. And here, they have some local shows at the American Legion. They're sidearms and rifles and stuff. But there's Preacher Bill Coin Shop Midland. He always has a booth there, and you can definitely get some good deals. I was buying, I think it was last summer. I was buying Libertats. Anyways, I was buying Libertats for like $34 an ounce from them, and the last day of the gun show, they went down even more.
Nice.
I do have that one, I believe.
This one?
Or maybe it's the yellow. No, you know what? I don't. I
The
might.
wood
I'd have.
bison?
I have. No, I have the Yellowstone, the America the Beautiful Yellowstone 5-ounce quarter with the buffalo on it on the back.
The Yellowstone.
Yeah. So
Mm.
part of the that quarter series, the America the Beautiful series.
Oh yeah, that's okay.
Yeah.
What year?
Oh heck, I don't have it near me. Forgot what year it was.
Because I have a 1991 P Yellowstone $1 buffalo on my list.
Yeah, I don't think I. No, I don't. I didn't bring it out here to the garage with me.
Yeah, this was going to be the one. This Canadian 2013 was going to be one that I was going to get from Canadian Silver Seeker.
I do like that one. I have seen it.
I got that on
I wouldn't
eBay.
mind getting it. So does your wife stack?
She does. She collects very expensive Chinese pandas, and guess what? The 2026 Chinese pandas are out. Um,
Uh-huh.
uh, Atmex has it. They're like $83.
Wow.
Might be even more. I can look. Which is crazy because when she's been going to these coin shows, she's been spending 70, 75, $80 on like the 1990 ones, like 1989, 1990, which, those carry a heck of a premium because they're old and rare and whatever. But she's trying to get every single one of them. And I do not own the 2025 Panda because we actually found it at a flea market. No one had it. Amex didn't have it for sale. No one had the 2025s. No online
Oh,
bullion deal. We go
yeah.
to a flea market. We don't even go to a coin show. We go to a flea market, and this guy's got a flag that says silver, and we're like, we were down there to buy produce, and we're like, let's just go by his tent. He's got a silver flag hanging, and he's got this little tiny display case, like in your photo here of
Yeah.
YouTube. He's got like that amount of silver in the display case, and he's got one 2025 Chinese panda, and we're like, how much? And he goes, $50. My wife's like, sold. Yeah, that was crazy. So yeah, she collects pandas. She has a couple red pandas. Um, any kind of cute elephants. She started collecting the Somalian elephants. She likes animals.
Mrs. is the same way, and stuff with aliens on it and outer space stuff and pretty much anything that has a higher premium than just a regular generic round, she's all for it.
Okay.
Now I do like the Proof Libertads, the 2 ouncers.
All right. The 2026 pandas are $87.
Wow.
And if you don't get this now, if it's anything like the 2025, Atmex will be sold out for the rest of the year. You- My suggestion is if you're into collecting these, buy this now, and by summer, this will be $120 on eBay because it'll be so hard to get.
I have a few pandas, but I don't collect them.
Yeah, I have a few. I stopped buying them because they just got outrageously expensive. So, um, you know what I really like? I really like kangaroos.
I don't, I think I bought her two kangaroos a while back. I don't have any. Hmm.
I'm the only I'm the only one in the silver community that has the 2015 through the 2025. I have them all.
You have all the kangaroos? Nice.
That's right. And none of mine have no spots on either.
Now, I like the kookaburras,
Yeah, I have some of those too.
but this is some more of that high
Is that
premium stuff,
2016? Is that 2016?
It is a 2018, I believe.
It looked like the 2016.
This is the 2025. It just, I don't know. You know, I've heard this question be asked about, from stackers before is if you had it all, if you had to go back and do it over again, would you do it different? And I say to myself, yeah, I would, my stack would look totally different. It
What would
wouldn't
you do?
be, it's just like a big hodgepodge of different things, whatever I liked at the coin, if I saw something that I liked, oh, that looks cool. I'm going to get that. So I have a few tubes of eagles and a few tubes of buffaloes, and the rest is just like I would call it miscellaneous.
Yeah, I don't think I would do anything different.
I would just I would try to get more, I would work on filling more tubes of things, I guess I should say.
No, I don't have any. I wouldn't do anything different. Everything I've ever bought has a story.
Yeah.
Uh, I can remember so many things back in the day, 2017, getting emails from JM Bullion, uh, buy this tube of 25, and you buy 24, get the 25th free of Britannia's, and I would buy a tube, $400. I mean, I can remember where I was working when I got that email, and like as soon as I got that email, I'm like, oh shoot, I gotta have this, gotta have a free round, you know. But I don't know, I can remember everything. I remember buying. I have all 12 of the zodiac symbols from Monarch Precious Metals, and when silver was 18, I paid $26 per round for each of them. And I remember being so upset that I paid that much that I told myself for a good couple of years, as soon as silver hits 26, I'm selling these things. I overpaid for them, and then look at what they're worth now. You know what I mean? Like, and they're
Yeah.
nice, they're proof rounds. They're beautiful. And everyone, I got all 12 for all Zodiac, and but no, I don't. You know, I don't. Everyone says, "Oh, I should have bought gold when it was $300 an ounce." Yeah, you should have invested in Nvidia when it was nothing, and you should have bought stock in Amazon. And we all should
Oh
have
yeah.
we all should have put $10,000 in Microsoft in 1997, and we'd all have $1 million. Yeah, but I don't know. You can't. I don't. I don't. Everything I have, and I don't regret any of it, or I wouldn't have did anything different. Whatever I bought, I
Yeah.
bought.
I tried, and this is one thing that me and the wife talk about quite a bit is she actually told me to start stacking 3 years before I actually did.
Hmm.
And it's like, you can't kick yourself over that, you know.
How did she find
Happy
out
I
about?
started when I started, but silver was a lot cheaper when she was telling me to start.
Well, how did she know to buy silver?
Uh, uh, these podcasters she was listening to.
Huh?
But, the same guys, the same people that were that she was listening to about the RV. That's really who it was, you know. The Iraqi dinar, they would do their spiel about the Iraqi dinar, and they would say, "Oh, well, people need to buy silver too."
I got it. Okay.
So, so she was telling me to buy so, and I should have listened to her, but I'm glad we started buying when we did. We definitely, caught it on the tail end of the low 20s, but you know, um, I guess the people that are starting to stack now are they might feel a little bit behind the eight ball on it, but
I'm sure.
anytime's a good time to start.
I got to get Three Good Nerds on a live stream because I don't know. Do you follow Three Good Nerds? He's in the chat.
Uh, I do. Uh, I do.
Um, I like his. He buys these old packs of baseball cards,
Yeah.
like the 1990 Don Ross and all the baseball cards that I had as a kid, which I still have downstairs in the basement. And one day I'm just going to send them to him because there's nothing in there worth any amount of money. Swear to God, like, I see some of these, like all these cards are like, oh, I got this Nolan Ryan, I got this. I'm like, yeah, I got that, and but it's not. It's like the error card. I'm like, well, how do I know if I got the error card? I don't know, but I have like, I don't have a ton of baseball cards. I have what I collected when I was a kid
Yeah.
in 1990 and 1991. Those are the only years that I collected. I think I have 89 score. I think I have a box of 89 score, but I'm not sure. I got to look. And these cards just sit down there and do nothing. And one day I will go through them and I will look for all the Don Mattingly's that because he's always searching for Don Mattingly's, searching for Donnie's, and I'm gonna find the ones that I have and I'm gonna send it to him because he's always looking for those. But he opens old packs of cards and he looks through them, and he always finds Cleveland Indians players that when I used to watch the Cleveland Indians back in the day, well, it's the Guardians,
Yeah.
it's a tribe, and I'm like, he's always like Brooke Jacoby and Corey Snyder and Joe Carter and all these guys from when I used to watch baseball. He gets those cards, and I always put in the comments like, um, yeah, look, like I remember that guy and stuff. So I always watch his shorts.
So here's something we were talking about, and it has to do with cards. I mean, and I grew up in a small town in Central Oregon, and at the height of the card craze, the late '80s, '90s, there were these card shops, sports card shops, just popping up everywhere, and they're kind of like what a coin shop would be, now, but they were just card shops, man, and you don't see them anymore, and if you do, you see very few of them. So I always
Cards,
figured that these kids nowadays kind of lost their interest in sports cards.
yeah, they're,
Pokemon cards are different, I guess, but
they're,
what would
they're
silver ever would silver and gold ever go down that same road? Will we all of a sudden just stop seeing coin shops because these kids never got interested into metals?
I don't know. I think I what what I'm fearing, and I talked about this to a guy I was working with today, is that silver gets too high, and then the coin shops stop buying it because they don't want to get burned.
Yeah.
Eventually, it's going to get so high that they might be in fear that it's going to drop, and then they just stop buying it. Um, I don't want that to happen. I 10% of my wealth is silver. 10% of my wealth will always be silver. I don't want to go heavy on silver. I don't want to be the guy that cashes in his 401k and just puts all his money into silver, because there are people like that.
I've heard today.
I don't want to be one day stuck with all the silver I can't sell, So I don't know if that'll ever happen, but if your coin shop's not buying it, what are you going to do? I mean, you could go to a coin show, but what are you going to do? Like, okay, you could do a coin show in your area and pay the $30 for the table, whatever, but I don't know. I just don't. What I have now is pretty much it. This is it. I'm buying buffaloes and I'm completing my collections. I had to buy the 2026 Lunar Rwanda horse because I have 10 of them and I need 2 more and the collection is done. I had to buy my last video, my Atmex Lunar Series 2, because I have the collector box. There's just a little bit of silver that I need to buy, and I'm going to keep buying the buffalo, and that's it. Like, I'm done buying silver, so I don't want to have any more. I quit buying 90%, probably back in January was the last time I bought 90%.
Yeah. Well, I agree with you. I think that especially if the price keeps going higher, Three Good Nerds says, it's hard to get kids into picking $50 rounds. They're about 60 now,
Yeah.
So you add so probably about 63 when you throw in the premium. Yeah. So going up, the price keeps going up. I don't see people going in and buying from a coin shop. Everybody's going to rush to try to sell to them. I saw it, last Tuesday when I was there. I sold 50 ounces of silver,
Mm-hmm.
and it didn't make me feel good. It didn't make me feel good at all. But it is what it is, man. I mean, my kids are growing, and I thought, for some crazy reason, I thought, well, the older the kids get, the less expensive they'll be.
Yeah.
And that's not true. The older they get, the more expensive they get.
Right.
So anyhow, so I went and sold 50 ounces, and I got a good deal on them. And there was probably 3 people that I helped that they walked in to buy. Everybody else walking in was selling, and
Mm-hmm.
eventually they're going to run low on that worthless fiat dollar. They're going to run low on that, and they're going to stop buying. At least that's always a possibility until refineries kick back up. But that's all. I don't know, man. It's weird times right now. Weird times. Weird times.
Oh, look what Greg said. His sells out fast. Hmm. Yeah, I don't know if the silver's going to run low. Whenever I watch a fear mongering channel where they say buy silver now because it's going to run out, I tell myself, I actually yelled at the computer and say, you know what? You need to go watch Yankee stacking his video where he went to the SD Bullion warehouse. I don't know if
Uh-huh.
you ever seen it. It's a couple years old. I don't recommend, Yankees channel. Um, I don't promote it, but I do watch it. Um, he did a video where he went to the warehouse.
Yeah.
I'm not kidding you. This semi pulled up with armed guards, and the tow motor goes up to the back of the semi, picks up a pallet of silver that had stacks of like 30-kilo bars. The bars were 30 kilos, okay, and had
Uh-huh.
stacks these bars that the tow motor had to pick up. There was so much stinking silver that came off this truck. And then he took them around the warehouse, and it was just a ridiculous amount. There's silver everywhere. I mean, I was at the fun show. There was, if you get a chance, to go to the winter one because it's twice as big as the summer one,
Yeah.
it's gonna be blown. It's a convention center. It's the most massive. It's just it, it, 12. I don't know. I can't even describe how. I'll send you some pictures. It was just, I think, 12 rows that are hundreds of feet long. Just it takes you 2 days to see the whole show, full of silver.
I think I don't think that there's a shortage per se. I think that they're putting a hold on some of it, to make it appear like there's a shortage. Well, for one, it's because, like you said earlier, these people with the that paper silver, they're wanting to cash in, and these guys aren't. They don't have enough physical to cover it.
Yeah, I was
You
talking to
know?
my accountant about that earlier today. I went to go see him. I had to go see my accountant and give him 7,000 for the Roth. Every year in December, me and my wife, we max out our Roth. And I saw him today, and I was talking to him about that, and he agrees with me that that's exactly what happened. Was people were trying to cash in their paper silver contracts.
Yeah. Greg, the critical list. I mean, it made this critical mineral list, right? Silver did, but I mean, the same stuff that we've been using silver for the last 20 years, it's the same stuff we're still using it on. I'm not buying into the electric vehicles, so the everlasting batteries or whatever the hell they're talking about. I'm not buying into that. EV sales are low. They're Nobody's running out to buy an electric vehicle right now,
Right.
and they're probably not going to, in the near future. So it's not electric vehicles, it's not Tomahawk cruise missiles, solar panels. We've been, there's a guy that I don't watch him. I actually can't stand him. It's that dang God. I think he's a total douchebag, man. Sorry for using the word douchebag, but
That's
economic
okay.
ninja, economic
Okay.
ninja, man. This guy is a oh my god. Anyways, he popped up on the feed, and I watched like the first 3 minutes of it, and I was like, you know what? I just agreed with everything this guy said, and he's talking about how we've had solar panels for years now, years and years. We've had solar panels. We've had, electric vehicles aren't doing as well as everybody thought they were going to be doing. All the stuffs and that they keep using as selling points or fear points as to why you need to buy silver. It's all false. And I look at it that way too. You know, um, I don't think there's a shortage at all. I think there's greed. I think there's a lot of greed when it comes to precious metals, and I don't mean by us in the stacking community. I think that this is one of the most giving communities there is in YouTube. Uh, but corporate greed, the banks greed, that's where it's all going to. And then they're just going to tell everybody it's because there's the shortage because it's on the critical minerals list. Nope, not buying it. And I also believe that they're going to try to price out the middle class. They're going to try to price out the middle class from silver and gold. What a
And,
better way to take control of it.
and what? Just the rich will own it.
Just the rich will own it or the banks, the banks or countries.
Mm.
I mean, I'm sure these refineries that are melting all this 99, this 3/9 fine silver down into 1,000-ounce bars, they're going to other countries.
Mm. Who the heck said the other day that Russia's selling all their gold and silver? Someone put that in someone's live stream yesterday.
I thought I saw that too.
It must have been your live stream.
It might have
Uh,
been.
Someone put that, and I wanted to question it. Is that true?
I haven't even looked into it, man.
I don't know. Why would they
Why
do
would
that?
they be?
Yeah, exactly. What up, David? I've been neglecting the chat. There were so many people that popped in here that I didn't say hi to. I don't get any trolls on this channel like you do. You get the maximum amount of trolls that I've ever seen in a live stream. No one ever.
Yeah,
I don't get that.
maybe it's the way I hashtag it. I guess I don't know, or yeah, that is weird. And I've noticed it too because I've noticed it on like Frostbite Coins. He does he's figured out too, but he's figured out how to run a vertical live stream and a regular live stream at the same time. But he does the
Yeah,
vertical live stream, and I'm looking at it, and I don't see any trolls either. It's kind of odd. I guess I have all the luck, huh?
yeah. You somehow you definitely attract the trolls. I mean, me and OTG, we were always banning someone or kicking them
Yeah.
out.
The funny thing is the last night there was a troll in there that was dropping those little sticker gifts things. It's
Huh.
like, all right, whatever, man. I have to get better with that. I mean, because there's a lot of people in the community that say I don't want to get sponsored. I don't want anybody to reach out for me, to me to do this and do that. And sometimes I let these interactions with these trolls or other people get the better of me, and horrible things can come flying out of my mouth in a split second. And I got to kind of think about that, like, let's face it, one of the even though it's a great community and we all, have something this amazing thing in silver and gold in common. I mean, one of the things, why we're whether people want to admit it or not, one of the reasons why we're doing this is to make a little extra money, hopes of making a little extra money to be able to buy more silver or gold.
Sure.
Uh, it's a little bit, that's going back on your video you made the other day, man. That's awesome information. Awesome information.
Yeah, I don't know why it's not doing as good. Who knows? I mean,
Now,
don't
my
matter.
question is did you buy more metals with any of that money?
Directly, I mean, it all just goes into the bank.
Yeah.
It's a direct deposit from Google to my bank. So, and then when I buy online, I use my bank to pay for it. So, I mean, I doubt that I was like, oh, I got a YouTube check. Let me go buy some silver. I was probably just being paid by YouTube and I was buying silver. What I mean? So I
Yeah.
don't. There was no direct correlation where there is for scrap. The scrap metal gets turned into cash, and that cash gets turned into silver.
Uh-huh.
There's a direct link between those two. So, but yeah, you could say that I spent all of my YouTube money on silver. Absolutely, you could.
And I
Absolutely.
like, I'm pretty anti copper as far as bars and bullion, the 1 ounce rounds and stuff like that. But scrap copper, man, that's a pretty good little deal to be into.
Thousands of dollars a year I get all for
Yeah.
free. That's the only way to do it. Is well, you gotta have a source. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, no, that's I got a great gig going on, and I think I'm going to lose it all though because I think they're taking me out of install. Um, I think I'm going to be put on my company that I work for was bought in October, and there's a lot of changes coming down the pipe. So we'll see. We'll see what happens there. But the garage is pretty stocked up. I could definitely take the whole van and fill it up and make a run down to Carrollton, Ohio, which is about an hour and a half away. I always go to the same scrapyard because they pay the highest in the state, and I could definitely get a pretty good payday with what I got out there, which is good because I've already gone in June. So
Yeah,
did you?
I tried. I think last summer I tried breaking down computer parts and
Yeah.
electronics, and something happened, and my boss was just like, "Hey, take all this home and make sure it all gets destroyed." And I was like, "I'm on it." So I loaded up the car with all these monitors and screens and all this stuff, right? And I just tore all of them apart. And I was gonna recover the gold out of it, and that was a lot harder than it looked. But
Yeah, don't you have to dissolve everything down and then the only thing left is the gold?
well, the boards, the fingerboards and all that, and the motherboards, they don't. It's a it's it's a pretty easy mixture to do. It's just vinegar and hydrogen peroxide. That's all I used, and
Okay.
and it worked. It pulled all the foils off the fingers off of them.
Okay.
But the straining part, getting it strained and separated, was such a pain in the ass for such a little amount that I gave up on it.
Mm,
I did find out though that solution definitely works good as a weed killer. So
okay.
I put it in a pump and I sprayed down all the stickers in the backyard and in the alley.
Nice. There
So
was one
we're
on hmm?
J Lo, what's up, man?
J-Lo.
Gamma stacking?
Jam, I'm glad he liked my I made this video just for him. I don't know if you caught it. It was the one I posted yesterday on I got some silver in from APMEX, and he collected the 2026 APMEX Series 2 Lunar Horse. And he said something in his video like, if you guys collect these, let me know. And I'm like, I sent him a comment. I said, I'm the king of collecting APMEX Lunar because I have the entire first series. I have all 12 of the 1 ounce bar and round in the collector boxes. And so I showed him on the video. The video I showed was the whole series one and then series two. And the wife even got for Christmas, she bought me the $50 collector boxes. They're nice. They're say Lunar Series on it. And they got a glass case, and I showed him that. So I tagged him in the video.
Now I'll have to go back and watch that. I don't think I saw it, but I'll
I
definitely
posted
go
it.
back
Yeah.
and watch it.
It's got. I'm looking at it right here. It's got 66 views. Oh, and I did I put a. I bought a to get the free shipping from AdMax. I had to get $200, so I needed like $30, and they had a 1916D Walking Liberty that I needed for my books. I bought that, and then of course, and the last round was this 2026. This thing was like, I don't know, $65 or something. Uh,
Wow.
these always have carried a $10 over spot premium, even when silver was 30. These were 40. But I have the whole the whole set all the way back to 2017. So I have to buy those. I got 2 more years to go and then I'm done.
I think with prices, I think I'm going to go in and just uh, Englehart bars or stuff when I get the chance. You know?
Right.
right now there's pretty much no premium on them. And I don't know. This OPM. Have you ever heard this? It's Ohio's Precious Metals, right?
Yeah. I have one of those bars, OPM. Yeah.
So I heard that there was some controversy with OPM. Let me see if I can Google it real quick. Kind of
Okay.
interesting.
Yeah, PJ pajama stacking. These plastic cases that they come in. I never open these ever. I don't have all the Rwanda ships. The Rwanda um, Nautica ships. I don't have them all. I don't have the 2015. It's so stinking hard to find. And those come in the same case. I do not take them out. It's just such a nice it's so much nicer than a flip. It's totally sealed. Yeah, I leave them in there all the time.
Okay, yeah, this it was in let's see if I can scroll down here. There we go. So the major Ohio's precious metal lawsuit involves Safeguard Metals LLC and owner Jeffrey Can, who ran targeting seniors selling overpriced silver coins with massive undisclosed markups around 71% instead of the promised 23%. The Ohio Department of Commerce, alongside other state regulators and the CTC, secured a $25.6 million judgment in 2023 and 2024 for restitution and penalties. Wow. That's kind of what I was talking about, the greed, you know?
Right.
Hmm. I heard it was something else. I heard that they were laundering money with the cartels, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure how true that one is, but this one's a little more believable.
Yeah, no, I believe that one. But no, I did not hear that one. I do have um one of those OPM bars. One or two. I don't know. Probably just one. Um Back to the buying buffaloes. I pretty much have cleaned out eBay with
Yeah.
generic buffaloes that are just a couple bucks over spot. So I started a lot of these Lakota ones were his spot was like 55, these were like 68.
Hmm.
So from here on out, I'm starting to look at ones that are 70, 75, 80. Those are going to be the ones that I'm shooting for from now on. Just because I don't all the ones that are, your typical generic ones you see in everyday display cases are I own. So,
Yeah.
you know, once you got up to the amount that I have, there's not much left.
No, I mean that's a heck of a task you set yourself up with, and you're doing a phenomenal job on it.
Well, I don't think anyone knew that there was this many. I mean, I sure didn't. I thought
No.
maybe 50. I'm looking at my list now. I'm at 198 of total, you know, 1 ounce buffalo has a picture of a buffalo, 198. So I'm up to 114 and I got three in the mail. So that puts me at 117. I didn't think there was gonna be this many. Um there's so many that uh I'd have them all if I was rich. I mean I would just every single one that is on my list is on eBay. Some of them are the the one with the buffaloes jumping off a cliff, the 2024, the Sioux Nation, the Lakota Sioux
Oh,
Nation.
yeah.
That's $350,
Wow.
and a lot of these, a lot of the coins, like the 2021 Cook Island, Kansas, that
Uh-huh.
blue collar has. That's $100 and some dollars. Um, yeah, a lot of the coin ones are $100. Let's see if I can picture one. Well, I know I need the 1989 South Dakota. I have the I have the 88 and the 87. I need the 89. That's $100. Um, oh, there's a I know there's a Barbados one, and I just can't see it on my list. Where the heck is it? Oh, here. Shapes of America, $5 proof like coin 2020 Barbados. That's a $100 coin. There's a Tuvalu, American Buffalo, 1 ounce silver high relief, 2014, $100. So yeah, I mean, if I can find these at a coin show or something cheaper, then yeah, I'll buy them. But from here on out, I might have to just start buying them for, you know, 70, 80, 90, $100.
Yeah. Three Good Nerds says that he's looking on Monument Metals right now for generic rounds. They're over 60. Yeah.
They're, they're probably way more than that. If spot is 60, they're probably 63.
Or more. I
Yeah.
mean, I would definitely, and I've looked at Monument Metals before. I would definitely try just shop around, shop honestly. With, you know, like we said earlier, Atmix and SD, yeah, they have a lot of variety, but they also have high premiums for generic silver. Um, I like Hero Bullion. Uh, Bullion Exchanges is good, and you can look at them through got online stores on eBay. So, and you're going to do a lot better than their actual site.
All right. So I got Hero pulled up. You ready for this?
Yeah.
1 ounce silver Buffalo Round Highland Mint 2021, 65.78. $65.
Uh huh.
Let's do a let's do a different Buffalo. Or let's just try and find the cheapest one. I mean, let's see what they got for the cheapest. So even their secondary, the secondary secondhand when they buy it back, the any
Yeah.
condition in mint, 64.27. Yep. So it says spot 61. So they're $3 over spot for their secondhand silver.
Wow.
Yeah, you're better off going to a coin show or a coin shop because you can get any generic buffalo for $1 over spot any day
Uh-huh.
or at spot.
And that was you looked at Hero.
That's Hero, yeah.
So I'm gonna look at SD real quick just for a generic. Damn, they actually got a better deal right now. For a 1 ounce, just generic Buffalo random mint is $64 and 76 cents. Oh,
Yeah, Jim up here. This guy Jim here said he put silver's 29 in January. Yeah. When I was at the fun show,
yeah.
silver was 29 and I was paying $30 for buffaloes all day long. So it's doubled in 11 months.
That is crazy. This is
Yeah.
something that I so SD's got a Johnson Matthey 1 ounce Johnson Matthey silver round 64.26. That's probably a remake, right?
Probably.
I really don't like that they did that, but
Well, isn't Engelhard remaking a bunch of bars?
Yeah, there was who was it? Pam and Asahi, I think. Asahi picked up Johnson Matthey and Pam picked up the Engelhard brand. Maybe I'm mistaken, but yeah, no date. So no date that I can see. So yeah, people are going to get pretty. I think that this whatever kind of a vintage silver market there was, I think that this kind of throw a wrench in it with the remake stuff. Especially if they're not dated. That Johnson Matthey round, I didn't see a date on there anywhere.
No one's gonna buy it. No big deal.
Yeah,
They need to figure out that stop doing remakes, especially for movies.
yeah, no kidding, right? Oh man,
Though, though, Total Recall with Arnold, phenomenal movie. The Total
yeah.
Recall with Kate Beckinsale, amazing movie. I love that movie.
I guess I didn't watch the remake.
It's not bad. It's a little bit of a different storyline. There's no Mars. It's weird. Like Earth is on the one side of Earth. I think it's like London is a dump, but Australia is a nice place to live. And they built a tunnel through the center of the Earth from one side to the other. So if you want to go from Europe to Australia, you don't go, over land. You go through the center of the Earth, and then you sit in like this, um, uh, like a bus or whatever, and it goes down into the ground. And um, there's the bad guy is trying to. It's actually the guy who played Walter White in um, Breaking Bad. He was on Malcolm in the Middle. The dad from Malcolm in the Middle. I can't think of the actor's name. He's the bad guy in the second Total Recall. Um,
Okay, I might have to
Colin
watch that.
Colin
I get
Farrell.
stuck in nostalgia, man, to where I don't really watch too many newer movies. I'll sit there and watch the older ones over and over again, but
Yeah,
it's
that it's that one's not bad. So I'm trying to think what other movies did they remake that the second one is not bad as the first. Not too many, but um, the new Superman I hated. The one that they filmed in Cleveland. There's a new Superman out where he has a dog. Yeah, Super
yeah,
Dog.
yeah. I
Um,
saw that one.
they filmed that in Cleveland.
Really,
This
my daughter loved it. I didn't care for it too much.
Yeah, and all the buildings are that's all downtown Cleveland. I remember when they were filming that.
The boy, I mean, I just could you imagine like, well, when it came out and I watched it and I was old enough to remember that I watched it was Tron. Awesome movie, and then the last one that they did, it was kinda out there, man.
Got it.
I don't know if you were into the Tron movies, but the first one was absolutely amazing. I just don't
No,
think the Crow, the with Brandon Lee, they should have just left that one alone.
The Crow is a great movie.
Yeah. Was
Yeah,
the remake any good? I never watched it. I'd rather watch the original than the remake.
I don't think I saw the remake. No, the first one's excellent. Um,
Yeah.
Being Becky, what's up?
Hi, being Becky. You locked me in the closet or in the
Yeah,
yeah, I know.
I even told my wife I was like, "Well, stick around because you know what, Mrs. West Texas is going to be a part of the live stream, and then here you're hiding in the garage."
She
And
locked
my
me in the garage. She locked me in the garage. She just came out to show me the futures, the silver futures. 60 was it 61.55 or something like that.
Right?
So
Hang
you
on.
can bet tomorrow it'll be up over 61.
Hang on a second. I got to show Littlefoot something. Can you see Littlefoot? Can you see that? It's upside down.
Umbrella.
The Umbrella Corporation. He loves the Resident Evil series,
Okay.
and so do I. Everyone knows, the Umbrella Corporation is, they're the reason why there's the T virus. So
Yeah.
if you were to see, it's a little dark, but let's see if I can't get it picked up here. Even my keyboard
I see it.
right there, the Umbrella Corporation. And I have another one on my monitor. When you come to my house, my generator in the backyard has an Umbrella Corporation sticker on it. My garage has a Hive Level 3 parking only Umbrella Corporation sticker. Yeah. Oh yeah. I own all 5 of the Resident Evil movies. Resident Evil 1, fantastic. Resident Evil 2 did not disappoint in my opinion. Um Resident Evil 3 was okay. Once you hit 4 and 5, it's like they're good, but But yeah, no, 1 and 2 are excellent. 1 is phenomenal. I love Resident Evil. The whole idea of the T virus and Raccoon City, and yeah, I'll watch that movie any day.
I guess I don't think I've seen it. Maybe I've seen it, the first one, but it was probably long ago. There for a long period of time, I really didn't watch too many movies or catch too many things. I was always out living up there in the mountains and with rivers and lakes. It was always somewhere to be, somewhere to go.
Yeah, I get it.
But
No, yeah,
the cold winter days when you didn't feel like getting out, yeah, stay back and watch some TV, watch a movie or two. But I just talked one of my daughters in last night before we went live. We watched Pirates of the Caribbean.
yeah. I've seen we did it was a winter cold day, and we watched all of them
Yeah,
in a row. I saw a lot
and
of those in the theater.
she was uh she was protesting it for the first like 5 minutes of the movie, and then I looked over and she glued, she was intently watching it and smiling. So I was like, "You like this movie, don't you?" And she says, "Yes." But it's a different time, different place, man. Especially here, uh, you don't see too many kids running around Odessa. It's just the traffic's horrible. There's there's constantly car wrecks or pedestrians getting hit, and we're not talking about we're talking about 2-3 times a week somebody's losing it all just because they needed to cross. It's and it might be like that everywhere else, but for a smaller city like Odessa, it's happened way too often. So
Hmm,
with these kids, everybody's like, "Well, get them outside, get them doing something." I'm like, it's really not. That's not a have your kids riding their bikes down the street, here. So the whole kids with too much screen time, man. It's kind of a difficult thing. What else are they supposed to do inside?
right.
Yeah, West Texas is not a friendly place, man.
Hmm. Um, is it anything like the movies and the TV shows with high school football where you live?
Yeah, high school football is huge here.
Okay.
It's huge. So yeah, that Friday Night Lights kind of hit it, but it's when they have the rivalry game, it's not like the whole city of Odessa shuts down or anything to go to the game, but it's a pretty big event.
Okay.
Um, my brother-in-law played for Permian. And he was a badass, when he played for them. But yeah, that's definitely a football culture and all the whole state of Texas. But my boss played for TCU
Okay.
and Texas was it Texas Christian University,
Right.
and yeah, it's just football's a real big deal. Growing up
Yeah.
in Oregon, high school wrestling was a big deal. That was the sport, was high school wrestling. But yeah, Matt, I just hate that. I hate that. I hate that I'm not raising my kids in a place where they could just go ride their bikes or play outside. Reckless Collections is in Lubbock. Yeah, Lubbock's probably not too good either.
So I don't know
So
if you're.
you were talking about shipping some stuff to Canada earlier.
Well, I should have brought it up when he was here, Canadian Silver Seeker, but um, when you were talking about, I'll talk about shipping later. I was going to say when I first met you, talking about college football, I asked if you lived anywhere near, or have ever heard of West Canaan, Texas, and you were like, "Nah, I don't think I've ever heard of that city." And I only asked you about that because that's the city in Varsity Blues,
But
and
that, you know what? I now that right when you just said it, I caught that. That is from Varsity Blues.
it's made up. It's not even a real
Yeah,
city.
yeah.
I asked you that when I first met you.
Oh man, there's so many small towns. I mean, Texas is a big. I mean, it's a big
Oh, it's
state, and
huge.
it's
Yeah,
not as rural as somebody would think. Especially once you start getting closer to East Texas, there's just towns and cities everywhere.
yeah,
So
yeah.
people will say, "Have you ever heard of this town in Texas?" No, man, I've never heard of it. But oh, Canadian Silver Seeker's still here.
Okay, so um, he the story with that is that we did a trade, and it's not working out too well at all. Going across the borderlines. Now he's telling me all these stories about how people are sending him silver left and right, no issues, and he sent me some silver, and it got here no problems. Well, I've had problems from day one.
Wow.
I go to UPS, and they're like telling me like, "Oh, it's gonna get stopped in customs and this and that." I'm like, all right, well,
Uh
let me.
oh, your audio cut. Oh, there you go.
Okay. And I go, all right, well, I'm gonna go to USPS, and I only went to UPS because my Silver Journey said uh, they will track it to his house, whereas the USPS will only track it to the border, and then you lose your tracking. So I went to UPS and they told me it was going to be $70 or something to ship this. And I'm like, yeah, forget it. Well, anyway, so I go to the post office, and at that point, I had limited my silver that I was going to send them to just an ounce and a half.
Uh
So
huh.
I took it to. Well, I hope the sound came back because I just got 210 said.
Yeah,
Can
you're
you hear
coming
me?
in. You're not coming in as loud, and now there's an echo.
I don't know what to do. I didn't change anything.
Hmm,
Still hear me?
that's weird.
I hear you fine.
Yeah.
All right, I'll just keep talking. Um, so anyways, I go to the post office, and I have the receipt right here because I might have to take it up there and make a claim. Um, but right off the bat, the woman's like, "Oh, she's entering all the customs information in that I had to fill in," and I made sure to check the box for gift, um, not taxable, no tariffs, everything that I should have. And I think that because I called, I didn't say silver. I didn't say silver at all. I didn't say this is a silver round. This is silver. This. I just said I have a Buffalo coin and an Aztec coin because I sent him a half-ounce Aztec and a 1 ounce
Yeah.
Buffalo. Yeah. And as soon as she typed the word coin, she's like, "Oh, I can't send it. It's being flagged." And I took a picture of it, and she turned the screen, and it says it's flagged. You can't send it. And it was 20 minutes, half hour, some bull crap. She went in the back room. She came back. She goes, "Well, I found out that I can send it, but it has to go registered mail. So I had to pay an extra $20 for that." And that was like November 9th. Okay, and it's December 9th, and we we were tracking it today, and it said on its way, but it never even said that it said it's on its way to its next destination, which is still in Cleveland. I'm like, well, where did it go for 4 weeks? And he had sent me an email tonight that said it looks like it hit New York. So it's taken 4 weeks to go to New York. Now, most likely it's going to be inspected by customs, and when they do that, he's going to end up paying tariffs on this silver. So,
Yeah.
yeah, it may not. I mean, I don't know. Like I said, I thought that I checked all the right boxes, but it's just been a ridiculous pain in the butt from day one. So, I know that I lost silver. I sent 365 days of silver, uh, some channel stickers, and like a dime, silver dime, and he never got it.
Hmm.
Send to Georgie. I sent him some stickers, and it took 4 months for him to get that. So I sent him in January, and in like May, he's like, "Look what I got." I don't know what
What?
happened to that. Like what takes 4 months,
Now,
but
in Silver Surfer, weren't they having some kind of a postal strike in Canada?
yeah, that's over with, I think.
Okay.
But yeah, that was his post office. They definitely had problems there too.
Yeah, that's weird. I'm getting a heck of an echo.
Well, what's weird is that the live stream counter on my phone says 4 minutes.
Okay, so it probably rebooted. Mine still says an hour and 48 minutes.
And mine says 5 minutes. So I don't know what to do to fix this if anyone can't hear us. But I hear you perfect.
Yeah, it's just echoing real bad. Like,
So
let me see if I can go back out and come back in.
stream is freezing up for lots for me.
So if it kicks me off, everybody, I hope you enjoyed. But I'm gonna try jumping back in.
Go ahead. All right, he just left. Can you guys still hear me? Oh, you can rejoin. Hang on. I can add him. Yeah, you're back.
Okay, how's that? Is that better?
I
Nope.
don't know. If it says we're live, but
I don't have anyone in the chat that's answering me. It says 8.
Yeah.
8 watching.
Well, maybe it just froze up.
No audio, S and C. We might have to end the stream then, because I don't know what to do to bring it back.
Yeah, it's tricky like this.
That's all right. It was a good stream.
It was a great stream, man. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah. I think we. It says. Wait, Seeker says it's like I hear S&C through West Texas. Yeah, I don't know. We'll have to end it.
Yeah.
But yeah, this was fun. We'll have to do it again.
Yeah. It was a blast, man.
Okay.
Well, maybe next time I'll get up in the garage.
Yeah, I don't know why you're even out there. Like I said, my wife was all excited to talk with Mrs. West Texas because I figured she was going to be on with you. And once she found out that she wasn't on, she went and hid in the bedroom.
Well, she was cooking some dinner for the kids and doing the dishes and stuff. So.
That's all right. We'll tell her
But y'all have a great night. Have a safe week. And it's Tuesday. It's only Tuesday.
Right.
That was kind of bumming me out when I realized that. I was thinking it was Thursday.
Yeah, the week will go by fast.
Yeah.
So,
all right, everybody. Y'all have a great night.
All right. We'll see you later.
Yep. Take care, everybody.